Good morning, folks. This is Dr. Dalmeda again. I'm going to be walking you through lab 10, calling for Linux operating system. So in this lab, we'll be analyzing and storing logs, right? So lab 10. So yeah, let me share my screen really quick and then walk you through the lab. So as usual, we have the command lines open and then we have the lab instruction open over here, right? And then what I want to do, log in as a student and then start the lab. So lab log review. Start. All right, so we start the lab successfully. What do we want to do first? So after we start the lab, we want to, from the workstation, we want to SSH into server B, right? As usual, right? So SSH student server B. Yep, server B. So we get into the lab, get into that server B, right? So in the server B, what we want to do is we want to pretend that server B system has been relocated to Jamaica. And then we must update the time zone appropriately, right? So to do that, because we want to make change in server B, we have to be super user do, right? We have to use sudo to elevate the student user privilege to time card so we can make some changes. So let's do that. So first of all, we will log in, we'll use time date, right? So time date TTL. So time date control list time done unknowns, unknowns, prep maker. All right, so we want to see what's going on there. So as you can see, there's America and Jamaica, right? So we want to sudo into that. So let me issue that sim and then use sudo in there and then take out the grep. Right? So we want to go sudo time date control, okay, and then set time zone. Okay, set time zone. Time zone to what? America, Jamaica. So whatever we see here, see America, Jamaica. So America, America slash Jamaica, right? Slash Jamaica. And then they will ask you for password. So students is the password. All right, so we did that. Now we want to use the time date controller again to do what? To verify that the time zone was successfully changed, right? So let's do that. So time date control, right? Time date control. Good. So you can see time zone America, Jamaican East. Okay. Time clock synchronized. Yes, it is synchronized, right? Good. Now we want to display the log event recorded in the previous 30 minutes, right? In order to do that, we want to see what the previous 30 minutes means inside this machine, right? So first of all, let's issue date. Right. So the date inside the machine is Friday, March 25th. According to the machine, is 3 o'clock, so 15:04:07 East time 2022, right? So we want to issue the command date dash D 30 minutes before what happened, right? So let's do that. So date D and 30 minutes. What's the time? 30 minutes. 30 minutes ago. All right. It will show that. So 30 minutes ago, the time was Friday, March 25th, 1534, right? 1534, right? Okay. Now, we use the journal CTL command since and until option to display log event recorded in the previous 30 minutes, right? All right, so let's do that. So, and then when you do that, it will just show a lot of screens. And then if you don't want all of them, what you need to do is make sure you hit Q to get out of there. So let's go to journal, CTL, since. Okay. So in the lab, it says 7 o'clock, but not it's not 7 o'clock for you, right? So since because when you issue the date, it was 701, right? 731, right? 7 okay 01, right? Now in our case here, when we issue the date before, it was 1504, right? So we have to put in 1504, right? 04 and 07, right? 07. So since that time until this time, 1534, right? 1534, 07. We add 30 minutes to 4 minutes, 34 minutes, right? So until that time. Then it will just be showing. So you used to see lines one of two. You can hit enter, keep going. Then entry logs begin at Friday, okay, end at Friday, and then you can use a Q to get out of there. All right. So since until, all right, good. So once you do that, this lab is done, guys. So we have to create a file. So let's create a file, right? So create the etc as its file, okay, as a destination for message, right? And then we can use sudo vim, right? So when we want to create a file. So let's do that sudo vim and then the file name etc rcs log dot d, right? Rcs log dot d authentication error dot config, right? So when we do that, it will open sudo. Remember, I have to do space, right? Okay, so sudo vim and then open the file. So the file is open. We click on I on the screen, or you can click A, is going to work, either one. And then we have to type into that file, right? Authentication, private, alert, space, variable, log, authentication, error. All right, so we type in that file and then we exit, we save it, WQ, and we come back on screen. And then we will restart the system log by acting as a sudo. So sudo system control systemctl restart rsyslog rsyslog. Right? That way it will kick the file that we just created. So we did that. So now we want to use a logger command to write a new log message into that same file again. So we will do logger alt private dot alert logger authentication dot private dot private. Okay. So we do logger p. Okay. Both private dot alert logger test. Okay. Logger test, right? logger test put private alert and close it. Okay. So we do that, and then do sudo l var log out error. Okay. So I forget the V on var. V. Okay, tell var log authentication errors. All right. So as you can see, it's a login test. So it shows the error that we were expecting, right? Now we want to log out the server. Exit. We log out that server. And then what we want to do, we want to grid the lab, right? So lab review, grid, pass. So we pass that lab and then we know what to do, right? So we will take a screenshot of that and then paste it into assignment on D12 and then we're done. All right, guys, this complete lab 10. Okay. So shoot me an email if you have any question or come to the student hours, the Monday, Tuesdays and Thursdays in on the East Campus, room Vision 01, room 143, 8 a.m., 1 p.m. Thank you. Bye bye now.